Today we are going to do something really different. We are going to make a vlog with the GoPro Fusion. Yesterday I updated a beta firmware that allows the Fusion to record in 5.6K up from the previous 5.2, which is weird because the GoPro has been out for such a long time. Everybody sort of thought that they just gave up and there weren't going to be any more software updates, but technically it's a beta version. It's not out to the general public yet, but I am going to film all day with this, with the exception of this shot and maybe the outro tonight. We are going to go to a Disney World theme park and we are going to vlog using the internal speakers and see how it turns out. And I'll give you guys kind of my opinion at the end, and stick around. Oh, I'm Justin, by the way. Emily's holding the camera. Thanks for watching. Guys, first things first is a semi-low light test. It is super overcast here, a chilly January morning in Florida, and we are going to go score some coffee because we're not quite awake yet. And it's going to be windy today too, so I'm curious how the microphones do in the wind. What's really cool is I can just like hold this thing out. I don't have to worry about framing. Right. I can do it all later in post, which I might complain about at another date. Because previous post-production processes on this bad boy are slow. It's so busy on the bus. And welcome aboard the made it on now. Transportation system. Thanks to this lovely bus driver, we made it on. We were the last two. We actually cut in front of a group of four. Or three.
There's three. They were in front of us, but there was only room for two. So he was like, two? We were like, windy.
Alright, it is uber windy. You might not be able to hear a thing.
But you can see the gondolas.
Yeah, we'll spin you around here. Another beautiful thing about this camera is I can spin you around without actually spinning you. I can show you above us where they have all the lines for the gondolas ran. All the poles, what would they be called? Gondola,
I don't know,
supports. And the station is coming along.
Our bus driver said mid-March that they should be finished with it.
Well, he meant the bus stops. I'm thinking, I don't know, for the gondolas.
Did they say fall of this year?
They said 2019. It's up in the air.
I mean, they look done, though.
And it is quite brisk walking into the wind.
Yes.
We both have shorts on because we came from the north, where it's currently 14 degrees. So 47 feels like summer. I don't know what we're gonna ride first, but it is a busy day. Alright, who's just gonna turn purple? None of us.
Have a good day.
Alright, where are we going? Closer. Probably one of the coolest things about this camera is action shooting. Alright, so we started saying that I think that's one of the coolest features about this camera is doing like roller coaster type stuff or any action footage really. The fact that you're going to reframe it afterwards is pretty gnarly.
It doesn't do the thing that the gimbal does, which is like spin around.
Right.
And it keeps it stable.
Just stinks we're not like professional wingsuiters or snowboarders that we could use this feature more often.
Right.
Another one of my favorite features is like a moving time lapse or hyperlapse. Where you at?
I was looking at the Chinese theater.
Okay. So the fact that we can do like this walking footage, I can speed it up in post, super stabilized. Yeah, so this is going to be a super good test of the low light capabilities, which are going to be disappointing. But I can pan you up and show you some undershots of the hotel. Ooh, queue's pretty long. It's going to be a while. Such a neat ride. I always like the decor. They really need to clean up the place.
Yeah, it's like our house.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Alright, this is the ultimate low light test. I can barely see in here, so I feel like if you guys can see, it's at least doing a reasonable job. Another thing I just thought of, guys, is battery life you might want to consider. One good thing about this GoPro is it does have a replaceable battery, so theoretically you could have more than one and swap it out if it dies.
How long have you been recording?
So it has been about 3 hours of on and off recording, and the battery's at 65%, which is not too shabby, but I am super anal retentive about turning it off as soon as I'm done recording. So if you're not one of those people, bring some extra batteries. The feature about the GoPro Fusion is time lapses. What's really cool is you can have a stationary camera do like a nice pan shot of like a moving object or something. So we're gonna demonstrate that hopefully right now. There's a boat coming down the canal. I'm gonna set you up on the tripod and we're gonna stand here and wait. Alright, time lapse complete. I never know what exactly to do when I'm filming a time lapse, so I'm curious. Leave a comment down below if you guys are filming a time lapse. What do you do to kill the time? Another cool feature, this is probably one of my favorites, is just being able to set the camera on a tripod in the center of a table, and if you have like a group of people having a conversation, you can just point it at whoever's talking.
Later.
We'll call it dialogue choosing feature.
It's a technical term.
Yeah. GoPro is going to steal that and coin the phrase because it's so easy to say.
It is a little mouthful. On a side note, the Boardwalk Bakery, a little crazy.
Madhouse.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm eating this like a velociraptor. It is like 10 after 10 in the morning and I haven't eaten yet. And I'm hungry. Another cool feature is you can do these tiny planets and you can turn them into photos. So if it turns into be a good photo, I'll insert it here. But it works best if you're next to some tall trees or like a tall building or something. When we get to the front of the park, I want to try and get one of the spaceship Earth. Alright guys, so I just edited all the footage, and I thought I'd give my little synopsis here while we're watching footage of my favorite ride, Living with the Land. So obviously you cannot use the GoPro Fusion in low light at all. Not only is it super grainy, but the stabilization does like this weird jello effect. So even in low light conditions when we first started in the morning, it was not doing a very good job. I do absolutely love this camera though. It's super painful to edit, but if you guys would like to see a video of how I edit GoPro Fusion footage, you know, leave a comment and I'll do another video. I did one in the past, but I actually have a completely different method that I use now, and it gives me like a lot more resolution this way. So anyway, thanks for watching, and you know, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you guys don't already. We got a lot more videos coming up of, you know, Disney World, and I think we're doing like 12 countries this year, so stay tuned. We got a ton of travel videos coming up. Thanks again for watching.